atomization strategies. Now, also coming up in the news, he worked on this for like 3 days, and we need to shoot a video about it because it's so important. Secret U.S.-Canada border deal. It's bad enough it basically merges the three countries in the Security and Prosperity Partnership, Continental Security Perimeter, but it also hides a GMO takeover. Now, the U.S. is already a biological weapons waste dump of dying bees and other species and highest cancer rates worldwide, fertility plunging, all under the genetic warfare operation. But now, under this deal, Canada and Mexico have to let the goody goods in. U.S.-Canada agreement beyond just borders streamlines and harmonizes food and auto regulations under North American Union corporate agenda. We got the SPP documents, and what a Rosetta Stone of how they operate from 4 years ago. We cover it in Endgame. Just every decision's made at these corporate roundtables where the heads of the bureaucracy, the heads of the federal departments of all three countries are there. Same thing in Europe, and they are told what to do by the corporate bosses. They all have votes, they gavel, and then they turn to them and they say, implement. And a report is issued, and this is on record, and they literally, and at the top of the report, it's keep this secret. I mean, that incredible Banff Canada meeting is, number one, this must be kept secret. The North American Union integration program to succeed must stay secret. Number two, crises are key. Flu crises for merger of nations. Crime crises for merger of nations. Terror crises for merger of nations. And, of course, financial crises. Was it financial, crime, terror? And they had one more. Financial, crime, terror. So busy doing the voice, I didn't see. Financial, crime, terror. Oh, yeah, and biological. That was it. So I already said it. So I mean, go read it. It's public. Judicial Watch got it. I mean, it's a total lawless takeover, but it's not a guy like Mussolini in an outfit that looks like a clown, you know, with riding boots on or jack boots, or Hitler running around looking like a complete idiot, or Stalin or something looking like a complete moron. I mean, you know, that's from another caricature time. This is a group of corporate criminals who get certifications and boards and agreements and direct things, but then always have diversified responsibility so that no one can ever be blamed. Oh, the computer robo-signed and took your house that we programmed. Oh, the stole the election. Oh, the drone is going to act on its own and bombs you. So, again, these criminals have learned how to engage in white-collar crime and get away with it by always fogging up who's really behind it. And so now it's just tyranny by that. And they have some teleprompter reader up there who takes all the blame, and then the next teleprompter reader is brought in. Stay with us. Stuart Rhodes coming up.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you'll love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
Hey everybody, Alex Jones here. If you're looking for the perfect Christmas gift, listen up. This will make your holiday shopping very easy. This year, give a seed bank from one of our oldest sponsors, Solutions from Science, to your friends and family. Here's why. The Survival Seed Bank will give any friend or loved one the ability to grow a full acre crisis garden of nutritionally dense, life-sustaining food. And the Survival Seed Bank is not just a box of open-pollinated seeds. It's an indestructible, waterproof seed bank that can even be buried if we face a real meltdown. And here's the best part. All the seeds in the Survival Seed Bank go through strict germination testing, so you can be confident you're not buying old seeds. Give a Survival Seed Bank this Christmas by going to survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com. Or you can call 877-327-0365 to give the gift that produces an ongoing supply of life-sustaining food. Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones. I'm looking for people that have the wisdom to spot savings, opportunity, and recognize risk. Saving means to make money. The Cal-Ben Pure Soap Company can save you thousands of dollars and give you good old-fashioned real soaps that are triple concentrated and twice as good as what you're using now. Soaps made from vegetable and coconut oils that contain no useless dyes, perfumes, deodorants, or antibacterials. Your risk is the hundreds of hazardous toxic detergents that give you rashes, itching sores, and deteriorating clothing called lint. If you want something better, if you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Getting a free catalog is easy by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Take charge of your health now by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com.
You are listening to an Infowars.com frontline report. If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance. From deep in the heart of FEMA Region 6, Austin, Texas, transmitting worldwide, it's Alex Jones.
We are back. Thank you for joining us. Top Chinese general is basically threatening World War III and saying that this can lead to World War III. What is happening? Headline, Chinese general threatens Third World War to protect Iran. U.S. dispatches 3 more ships to the Persian Gulf area. That is all coming up. Secret U.S.-Canada border deal hides GMO takeover. U.S.-Canada agreement beyond just borders streamlines and harmonizes food and auto regulations under North American Union corporate agenda. This is huge. We're going to be breaking that down. Also, big article at Infowars.com by Ethan Huff and naturalnews.com. War on drugs is a hoax. U.S. admits to guarding, assisting lucrative Afghan opium trade. And they just have links to the mainstream news going, yes, we grow it and we ship it in, and then you go to prison for using it. Yes, we take your private bank accounts. Yes, ESPN covered up pedophilia. Yes, criminals run things. Yes, we're going to secretly arrest you and take your guns. I mean, again, this happens to every other country. We got a serious case of tyranny, and now they want to start shutting down free speech and other information. Now, I'm going to go to this clip from Stuart Rhodes. We're going to come back from break, the founder of Oath Keepers, and we're going to talk about what he discusses in this 10 minutes from the 50-minute interview I did last night at InfoWars Nightly News. It's posted in full at prisonplanet.tv. But he's never talked like this about the systems declaring war on us. That's what they have done with this bill they're trying to pass right now. It has passed without amendment so far to allow secret grabbing of Americans that literally disappear, executed, torture. They've got huge armies of paramilitary people that love Jack Bauer and want to torture conservatives and libertarians. They think it's cute and funny. I've shown you training manuals where mainline conservative groups are called terrorists, libertarians. Charles Key, state rep, wanting to investigate Oklahoma City, listed as a terrorist. I mean, of course, they don't recognize they actually work for the terrorist. They don't get that. So it's on. The bankers want to stage events to bring this in. So here's a 10-minute excerpt of the interview with Stuart Rhodes, and then we're going to come back and break down the fact that the system wants to orchestrate a conflict, and they want to force people into a position of the government being lawless, and so people basically have a civil war in this nation. It's part of the order out of chaos strategy. So we've got to find another way out of this before it's too late. Here it is.
you know, so far politics has failed us. And really, I think that once you have this act in place and they start to use it, then you're talking about, you know, having crossed the Rubicon, and now you're maybe like 1774. You're on the eve of conflict. That's where you are. And the only real question then is a matter of time and how it's going to go, and how do you maintain the moral high ground, which our founding fathers did. And I do urge people to take a very close look at our history. They were pushed again and again and again until they finally had to fight back because they came for their weapons. And that's what's going to happen in this country. If they pass this bill, the next step will be they put all the pieces of the puzzle in place, and then they need an excuse or a pretext, as you talked about many times. Then there'll be a domestic terrorist attack or something like that will happen, and they'll start rounding up people. When they get to that point and it starts to happen, you will have no recourse but to fight. Same place that Solzhenitsyn was in when he talked about how they burned in the camps later, lamenting the fact that they waited and they did not fight back. That's where we will be. But we're not Russia. We're not Germany. We're not in Nazi Germany, good little Germans. There is a sizable portion of the population of this country who are not going to take it and who are going to fight back.
Well, Stuart, you're right. And the globalists have miscalculated. I mean, when you see Corzine making 40-to-1 bets with people's private bank accounts, and this is the main economic advisor to Obama, these are mentally ill people. They've got actuaries, they've got think tanks, they've got political scientists telling them what moves to make, but they're not going to be able to carry this out. There is at least 30% of the population that when they see others overrun and arrested and then tortured and trotted out, all drugged up, could be you, could be me, who are going to go off. And I want to tell the military and police, the globalists are going to sit offshore and watch you get chewed up in a fight with the American people. It's very important that police and military really make a decision now which side they're going to be on. Because this is a decision. Right. This is a decision for all the marbles, their family, their country, everything. The tyrants we have running things, I've studied the different tyrannies, is so absolutely wicked and hateful. I mean, it's not some boss hog corruption, Stuart. Your comments on that?
No, you're correct. And that is their Achilles heel. And that's why I founded Oath Keepers. The military, you're right. Choose now whom you shall serve. Either you are, I'm talking to the military out there especially, either you are a son of the Republic and you will defend the Bill of Rights and the Constitution, or you are a traitor to your country and you are nothing but a lowly dog, an obedient dog to the powers that be. Choose now whom you shall serve.
Well, you know, that's what's so disgusting about this, Stuart. It's not fun being right. It's not fun that we've been proven correct. It's very sick. And the pace it's moving is so quick and so naked now. Undoubtedly, I mean, look at Fast and Furious. They got caught shipping tens of thousands of guns into Mexico, so they had CBS release, we allowed them to be sold at a few gun shops. Of course, it came out. It was drugs being shipped in the U.S. by the ATF, FBI, DEA, Border Patrol, Coast Guard, you name it, and several other federal agencies. It was tens of thousands of guns, not just shipped out of the country, but to Honduras, Mexico, Illinois, Indiana, Florida, to gangs that were killing other gangs. And you find out our government literally is a mafia at the top of drug-dealing criminals. And you find out they really did stage Oklahoma City. You find out they really did do all. I mean, people need to understand. I mean, we're not just sitting here demonizing people we don't like. I don't have words, Stuart, from my study to describe just how nasty these people are. And I don't think people understand. It's like you said, Solzhenitsyn said, what would have happened if we'd have met the secret police with hatchets and pokers, you know, when they came to grab people? You know, half the city wouldn't have been taken to their camps. The organs of the machine would have ground to a halt in days. I mean, and when you realize the very same mega banks that funded Lenin and Stalin are funding this now, they plan to do all of what they did in the Soviet Union here. They lick their lips and talk about how they plan to exterminate at least 20% of this country. They plan to take our kids and our wives and blow their heads off after they rape them. These are murdering, absolute people worse than the Bolsheviks. And I don't say that for effect. These are wanton, bloodthirsty scum, and they have our flag on their shoulders. How do you deal with that?
Well, I think the important thing to always go back to is our Constitution and Bill of Rights. I mean, that's the truth. That's the Declaration of Independence, and that's why they don't teach that in schools. And so I encourage, especially those in the military right now, and also law enforcement, go back and read the original documents, read the causes for taking up arms in your forefathers' revolution. You will see it right there in the Declaration of Independence. It's the same exact thing. Nothing changes. Human nature does not change. It's the same will to power. It's the same totalitarian mindset that they faced and they fought. Look at what they wrote in the Bill of Rights to stop this from ever happening again. Look at what McCain and Lieberman and the rest of them want to do, and they want you to be the tool of oppression